Ruelas, the house husband of RHONJ, has used social media to send a scary warning to all of his adversaries. Naturally, he removed it from his Instagram stories, where it would have been inactive for 24 hours. What was said by Teresa Giudice's man? For further information, continue reading. RHONJ enemies receive a horrifying message from Ruelas. Despite what Teresa Giudice and her daughters have said, Ruelas has never been a favorite among fans. Viewers see a different side of him, despite their adoration for him and his outstanding character. Being a hothead, he says things that are really offensive. He recently shared some tips he taught his 4 stepdaughters on dressing skimpily. Before then, it was revealed that Lewis dates each girl separately. This infuriated fans, but it just served to highlight how he had that RHONJ cast probed in season 13 without feeling guilty or regret. But when Lewis wished pain upon his co-star Margaret Joseph's son in the season 14 finale, he reached a new low. "Tell her to stay away from our family," he said to Teresa as she was heading out to meet with the women. "And what do you know? Margaret and her family should suffer, I hope. Her F-King son should suffer, I hope." Margaret was horrified by this when she witnessed it at the alternate reunion, and so were the viewers. Teresa defended her husband, but she had production paused for a moment so she could comprehend everything. Even the impartial Dolores Catania informed Teresa that this was not a good situation. He made an effort to apologize, but he didn't seem to accept full responsibility. Reality T now claims that Ruelas sent a powerful message to his adversaries on social media. Lewis seems to be stating that he will not show mercy to his adversaries and will continue to eliminate them at any opportunity. In order to obtain information about the cast and reportedly pursue their children, he did hire renowned private investigator Bo Dietl. Some kids were implicated even if they weren't mentioned or shown on the show. Always in the wrong, fans of RHONJ were not pleased when they learned what Ruelas had posted. Furthermore, they chastised him for even trying this and pointed out that Lewis's thinking was upside down and that he was constantly making mistakes. He consistently makes poor choices. It's entertaining to see them fade into complete obscurity. Notoriety is a powerful drug. He doubles down with this just when you think he can't get any creepier. Wearing Nano's pajamas, pushing Teresa's daughters to don short skirts and thongs, and now this. He will be the cause of Tree's demise and the loss of her Bravo salary. He seems like a would-be mafia. Scummy, that's all. Although they frequently share spooky content like this, Lewis is being closely watched. As a result, he will constantly be under fire, but his history is what should worry us. In a jaw-dropping twist, straight out of a mob thriller, the Real Housewives of New Jersey's most controversial husband, Louis Ruelas, has just sent shockwaves through Bravo Nation with a chilling message aimed squarely at his enemies. And it's not just for the cameras. The explosive moment came during a recent taping of that RHONJ Season 15 reunion special, where tensions were already sky-high between the fractured cast. But no one could have predicted the chilling words that would come from Lewis, who stood up during a heated exchange and declared in a low, deliberate voice, "You think I'm just some guy on TV. You have no idea who you're messing with." Gasps, silence. Even Andy Cohen looked like he'd seen a ghost. Louis unleashed. Ruelas has had his fair share of scrutiny since stepping into the world of housewives as Teresa Giudice's new man. From alleged business dealings to bizarre behavior, who could forget the pajamas incident? The entrepreneur and tech exec has constantly found himself at the center of drama. But now, Louis is seemingly done playing nice. Sources close to production say he's been growing increasingly frustrated with the cast's constant smear campaign against him, particularly Margaret Josephs and Melissa Gorga, both of whom have raised concerns about his influence over Teresa. Louis believes people are purposely trying to destroy his reputation, an insider revealed. He's not just angry, he's furious. He thinks it's time to remind people he's not someone to mess with. And that's exactly what he did. The message that shook the set. According to multiple eyewitnesses at the reunion taping, the room had already become emotionally charged. Margaret had just accused Louis of puppeteering Teresa and threatening people behind the scenes, citing texts and DMs she claimed to have received from blocked numbers. That's when Louis, sitting beside a tense Teresa, leaned forward and said calmly, "You like to poke the bear. But when the bear wakes up, you're gonna regret it." Andy tried to interject, but Louis didn't stop. "You don't know the people I know. You don't know where I come from. I've been quiet out of respect, but this is war now." The air turned icy. Cast members reportedly looked stunned, some even nervously laughing at the escalating drama. But insiders say Louis' tone wasn't theatrical, it was dead serious. He wasn't yelling, one crew member shared. That's what made it scarier. He was calm. Like someone who had already decided something and didn't care about consequences. Bravo celebrities react. In the days following the taping, Bravo personalities from across the franchise have weighed in on Louis' ominous statements. "Whoa, that was unhinged," tweeted RHONJ's Heather Dubrow. "There's reality TV drama, and then there's that." Meanwhile, former New Jersey housewife Caroline Manzo reportedly told friends, "This is why I stay away from that circus now. It's gone off the rails." Even Andy Cohen is said to be privately concerned, according to behind-the-scenes chatter. He's used to big personalities, a source shared. But this had him rattled. Teresa defends her man. True to form, Teresa Giudice has come to her husband's defense, doubling down on claims that Louis has been bullied by the cast and the media. "He's not threatening anyone," she insisted in a recent Instagram Live. "He's protecting his name, protecting me, protecting our family. If people don't like the truth, that's on them." But critics aren't buying it. Fans flooded comment sections with concern and speculation. One post read, "Protecting your name is one thing. Threatening castmates is another. This isn't a mafia movie." Another wrote, "Teresa doesn't see it, but this man is spiraling. Legal trouble brewing." It's not just Bravo fans who are raising eyebrows. Rumors are swirling that some cast members are seeking legal counsel following Louis' remarks. While no formal charges have been filed, insiders claim Margaret and Melissa are taking all necessary precautions. "There's a difference between drama and intimidation," a source close to Margaret stated. What Louis said crossed a line. Security on set has reportedly been increased for future tapings, and Bravo is said to be considering stricter on-air conduct policies in light of recent events. Who is Louis, really? Ever since Louis entered the RHONJ universe, his past has remained murky. From allegations of controlling behavior from ex-partners to rumors of shady business deals, his resume is full of question marks. But he's always maintained he's misunderstood. "I've made mistakes," he said in a previous season. "But I've worked hard, built businesses, raised kids, and found the love of my life. People just want to tear me down." Still, critics argue that his behavior on and off the show suggests a pattern of intimidation and manipulation. And now, after his latest outburst, they may have more reason to worry. A turning point for RHONJ. Whether Louis' words were a genuine warning, a poorly timed attempt to be dramatic, or something darker altogether, one thing is clear. The Real Housewives of New Jersey has entered a new era of tension, and the stakes have never been higher. Reality TV is supposed to be messy, a longtime Bravo editor said. But when people feel unsafe, that's not entertainment. That's a problem. For now, producers are said to be reviewing the footage and re-editing parts of the reunion to address viewer concerns. But the footage, especially Louis' chilling message, will almost certainly air. As for Louis, he's reportedly unfazed. "Let them come," he allegedly told a friend afterward. "I'm not afraid of any of them." Whether that's bravado or a true warning shot remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, when RHONJ returns, all eyes will be on the man who just turned reality TV into something resembling a mob movie.